As a recipient of the Remanufacturer of the Year award, what does the reward mean for you personally and for Remy?
But for Remy, I think Remy Europe, it's a great recognition versus all the efforts that all this team has been doing in the past years. Just to remind you quickly, Remy had a difficult time in the past years, 4 or 5 years ago. We have been recovering from this difficult time. We have done a lot of different action at all levels, but all employees, I'm thinking first to all employees of the company, we have been supporting this restructuring, this reorganization, this way of doing the things another way. So I really think to them first. For me, it's clear it's a satisfaction. It was a surprise first, and in the same time a satisfaction. And a satisfaction that when your peer recognize you as doing something for the profession, I think we have to be very proud, and I'm very proud of that.
Right. Obviously, remanufacturing figures very highly on Remy's agenda. How do you see your involvement in remanufacturing continuing over the next few years?
Definitely, the answer is yes. Reman is in aftermarket. We are selling 80% of Reman product. So Reman is really the core activity of our aftermarket presence. It's true, in fact, in both channels. It is true in OES and it is true in independent aftermarket. We have 2 operations which are dedicated to Reman, one in Hungary and one in Tunisia. And these 2 operations are really the base of all our future development.
Do you foresee Remy possibly opening other facilities to support your Reman ambitions going forward?
Within Europe, I would say in the short term, no, because we have a plant which is pretty new. It's a 10 years old plant in Hungary, where we are owners, where we have space, and so where we can extend. So we still have a possible extension of our current operation.
Right. To round this off, could you just say where do you want to go with remanufacturing over the next few years? You have reached a very high level, but there's more to come.
I think first of all, in terms of remanufacturing, we have to answer to the new products which are slightly different than the old former product. With electronics, we have to include all these parts in our approach. And we, by definition, we are rotating electrics, and we want to concentrate our main effort on rotating electrics because this is really where is our expertise, our knowledge, where our engineers are good at. We don't want to diversify too much. So definitely rotating electrics is the vector of our growth. And I still think that in the market, there is opportunities for us. We have a different presence in all Europe. We are strengthening in Eastern Europe. So it means, in other terms, that there is still space for growth.
Right. And finally, perhaps, what do you think the Reman industry can do to persuade the outside world more about the benefits of remanufacturing?
I think here there is still a lot of things to be done. I've seen with pleasure in the past years some efforts done by the Reman Association, done by the CLEPAD, done by some association to promote the Reman, and even some actors of the market are promoting the Reman. But I am a strong future believer in the Reman. I think that if we want to be environmental friendly, to have answers to all these old pieces which are rejected in the nature in some place, and the Reman is the answer because the full chain is green. It's a very low emission of CO2 altogether. So it's clear that this is the future, and all products imported, finished goods importers will never compensate the emission the way Reman can compensate. So I'm a strong believer in this environmental strength of the Reman business.